Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jesse, and obviously you can tell the topic of this video by the title. Did just kind of want to start off, just give you a quick background on myself and why I am making this video. One of the reasons I'm making the video is just, I kind of want to get my own thoughts out on this topic in general, so be beneficial to myself to actually just verbalize them is honestly one of the reasons. And then the other reason is, if someone can watch this video, find it helpful, or maybe find that it will answer some questions that they have, then that would be awesome. Because for me, I know this choice wasn't easy to make and took, a little bit of thinking and research, I guess, if you will, to make this decision. So there's a couple things that I want to touch on again with my background. So at my heaviest, I'm 5'8", 5'9". I don't actually know. I'm probably 5'8". At my heaviest, I was 220 pounds. I had quite a bit of muscle on me, but I had quite a bit of fat on me as well. Prior to that, when I was from about 18 to 22, I'm 27 right now. I took bodybuilding very seriously, 5 times a week, nutrition on point. And then I just kind of, life happened, I stopped lifting, stopped training hard for a while. Anyway, gained a bunch of weight, and needed to lose it. I had kind of lost track with my normal fitness routines, things like that. Anyway, so I had a lot of weight to lose. I was overweight, 220 some pounds at 5'8". That's pretty darn heavy. So I wasn't, I was probably 30% above or something. So I decided to do keto. And that was about 18 months ago from this point. So it was just like really when the fad was like really starting to hit. And so I remember kind of reading about it, at first and thinking, oh, this stupid fad diet, I didn't want to do it, and just because everyone was talking about it and whatever, but I did decide to do it. And like I said, I had taken bodybuilding and things like that very seriously prior to this, so I wasn't a stranger, and it wasn't foreign to me to weigh out my food or track my macros or things like that. I use MyFitnessPal, as I'm sure a lot of you have used or currently do use. I'm using it right now again. I'll touch on that. And obviously I use that a lot, love that app a lot. Not sponsored by them, clearly. It's my first video, but hey, here's the hoping. So I used that, weighed everything out, had my ratios from what I thought would be correct, 70-30, blah, 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 whatever. And I weighed it out, gram for gram. I did it. I followed the thing, and I lost a lot of weight. I went from 220 to like 175 in like 2-3 months. I don't even remember. It was ridiculous. So it worked to lose the weight. I lost a lot of muscle. There was times when I felt really good. There was times where I was really tired. I'm not going to touch on that a ton right now. I did lose some fat. I was able to maintain some muscle, but I didn't have the best performance in the gym. That was really secondary to me at the time. And yeah, so I did lose quite a bit of weight. But what I found the most on that diet was just the fact, that it's so restrictive. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable, in my opinion. For some people, it probably is sustainable to have those ratios and eat that much fat and that low of carbs and all this. But I'm in the gym quite a bit, and that was one of the things, is that I noticed I just wasn't gaining a lot of muscle. I wasn't gaining a lot of muscle. So, like I said, I did lose, 30-40 pounds doing keto, and so I lost the weight. Worked out well for that. But here we go. The reasons why I quit the keto diet and added carbohydrates back into my diet, and my fears regarding doing so, and what kept me from doing so for so long. Number one, sustainability. I don't For me personally, I think for a lot of people out there, especially if you work a normal 8 to 5 job, night shift, or whatever you may work, eating only 20 or 30 or 50 grams or under carbohydrates a day, I don't believe that is sustainable in the long term, especially if you are hitting the gym on a daily or near daily basis and lifting. It is not sustainable to have that few carbohydrates. Believe me, I did it for over a year, probably overall. It's not sustainable. There's no, okay, oh wow, people are gonna argue with me, say, oh well, you can have bacon and all this crap for breakfast and whatever all the time, and and lose weight. True, but it's just not a good diet for the gym. It's just not. And your options, believe me, I ate so much freaking bacon. I don't even like bacon. I'm American. I mean, so your food options, there's just nothing you can eat. Like really, unless you're gonna cook. I mean, I cook now, but believe me, after adding carbohydrates back in, I don't even feel like I'm dieting. I've got better results in the gym, all this, and I don't even feel like I'm dieting. I'm cooking French toast for breakfast, with egg whites and just. I've got so much more to eat, so many more options. I have fun in the kitchen again. It just, keto's fun right away. You see, whatever, but it's not sustainable. It's not fun in the kitchen, and it's just not fun. It's just not fun. Number 2, performance, athletic performance. My performance in the gym has been extremely lackluster ever since I went on a low-carb diet. And I know how to lift. I'm used to working out. My overall endurance and strength, absolutely down. There'd be times when I have a cheat meal or something like that. I'd go get some Mexican food or something, and then that, later in the day or the next morning or whatever, I would have so much more strength. And it was clearly because I had some carbohydrates. So athletic performance, whether you're an endurance athlete, marathon runner, power lifter, bodybuilder, dude that hits the gym, wants to get shredded, keto's not going to do it for you. I would say, if you're at that point where you've been dieting and working out and whatever, and maybe you're pre-contest, whatever, and you have that little bit of extra to lose, fine. Yeah, cutting out the carbs will probably get you there. Lose some water weight and you'll get rid of that last bit of fat. But I don't think you're ever going to get to that point on a keto diet if you're in the gym, because you don't have the energy to get through your workouts. You want to talk progressive overload, you're not going to be able to do progressive overload for very long with no carbohydrates. You don't have the strength to do it. You just don't. You just don't. I didn't. So I didn't. I might have lost some weight, but after I lost all the weight, I didn't put carbs back in really that much except for cheat meals. And because of that, I had a whole 9 months of training where I just didn't gain muscle, didn't gain strength. Because keep in mind, I was keeping my ratios exact. Well, if you know anything about keto, you're eating more fat than you are protein. So I doubt I wasn't hitting my protein goals. And if you're doing keto, following keto the way you're supposed to, you're not. If you're in the gym, you're not hitting your protein goals either. Oh, too much protein will throw you out of ketosis, gluconeogenesis, all this. It's just not. You're not going to have the performance in the gym to get through the workouts that you need to build the muscle that you want. Keep in mind, we lift weights to build muscle. 3, I had reached my goal. I went from 220 to 165 at one point. I had reached my goal, so why am I still continuing to eat this extremely low-carb diet, talking 20 grams of carbs a day is what I was doing, and I need to change things up. I lost so much weight in a very short period of time that I was plateauing on the weight loss for sure. But, I reached my goal. So it was time to do something else for me. I was bored of it, which really leads me to number 4. Number 4, I was bored. Boredom. Bored. Sick of eating keto. At first, it's fun, whatever, but oh my God, what are you gonna eat? After 2, 3, 4 month year of doing it, whatever, what are you gonna eat and keep eating eggs bacon every day. It's not fun enough. It's not. I got bored of it. I cook. I like to be in the kitchen. Excuse me, but you can't. It's boring. There's no fun with it. Yeah, well, fun to grill steak and all this. I ate a lot of steak, whatever. But I don't know. I just get bored with it, and because your options are just so limited. So I was bored with it, trying to find something new. Wanted to switch things up and change up the routine. I was getting used to it, so change up the routine, guys. 5. I don't know if it's honestly as healthy as people make it sound. I did it for a long time. I certainly had some weight loss benefits and all of this, but my fiance now, my girlfriend at the time, was doing it with me, and she had some very weird side effects. She had some hormonal imbalances for sure. I'm not going to get into too much about those, but if you just look up some other YouTubers, I was just watching a lady the other day talking about she was missing her period and things like that. And then one other thing that they had shared in common was a lot of hair loss when doing the ketogenic diet. And I didn't really seem to have any hormonal issues, whatever, at all. But if you're on a diet and your hair's falling out, I mean, just take that at its surface level. You're on this, I'm on this diet, but my hair's falling out. All my hair's falling out. That's a common thing with this diet. Look it up, Google it, do your thing. It's common. That doesn't sound healthy to me. I will agree. Don't eat ice cream and all this sugar and processed stuff and whatever. Okay, those are just basics of nutrition, okay, which keto forces you to achieve. Okay. I think that there is such a popular term and item right now. So you have all this research coming out and it's so good and all this. Let's see in a year what people are saying about it. It seems just it went from here to so popular so fast that I don't know about it, and it's just not sustainable. So 6, cheat meals. On the keto diet, you are extremely more prone to cheating on your diet. And if your diet consists of 20 grams or less a day, you're going to have significant rebound effects when you do have those cheat meals, way worse than if you're on a normal, balanced diet and you have a cheat meal. I'm still not promoting, eat cheat meals all the time. It's not what it's about. But I'm saying it's so strict that you're going to cheat and you're going to binge and you're going to eat 3 pizzas in a sitting, and you're going to wake up the next day and feel like crap, and you're going to be doing calculations, how long is it going to take me to get back into ketosis, and I need to get back into ketosis, and then a lot of people will pair eating keto with intermittent fasting, so then they're not eating protein for 16 hours or something like that to try to get back into ketosis and boost their growth hormone. For there's no protein in you, what's the growth hormone going to do? Okay, nothing. That's what it's going to do. Not a damn thing. Okay, so it's just getting to a point where it's such a fad thing. People are intermittent fasting is, and I'm not against intermittent fasting. I think if you're trying to build muscle, then doing intermittent fasting is not beneficial to you, even if you have a big boost of growth hormone after 24 hours, okay? It takes longer than 12 hours, okay, to have this giant boost in growth hormone. You're looking at 16 to 24 hours plus, okay? And if you're talking autophagy, if that's your goal, you're looking at 24 hours plus, 24 to 48 hours to hit autophagy, okay? Not 10 hours, okay? You're not fasting at 12 hours, okay? You want 16 hours plus whatever without protein, growth hormone boost for what? There's no protein, there's no amino acids in your body, can't do anything with it, okay? All you did was miss an opportunity to build muscle. And we all know the muscle burns fat. Muscle burns calories, okay? So you just missed your chance to build muscle and therefore burn fat, really, okay? So anyway, I'm getting kind of scattered here, but the main reasons here, guys, why I quit keto and got over my fear of adding carbohydrates back into my diet. It's not sustainable. It's not realistic. Performance is reduced, therefore muscular endurance is reduced, and it's just not fun, guys. And you can add carbs back into your diet, stay mindful on them, have better workouts, build more muscle. If you want to lose weight, you want to lose fat, calorie deficit, guys, hit your protein minimums. Don't eat sugar. You'll get jacked. You'll get ripped. That's it, guys. I'm probably going to start uploading some videos. I got a few other topics that I do want to touch on, so click the like button, hit the subscribe button, mobile, computer, I don't know where you're at. Click the button, click the bell. Peace, guys. Bye.